Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Tuesday night's weekend recap, that time of the week where we talk about all the ways that we interacted with local vendors and businesses over the course of the past week. And we do this on Tuesday, kind of gives us a nice way to kick off the week and start talking about things going on in the week. And still, usually the things are fresh enough in my mind that I don't forget too much. So, all in all, we call it a win. Anyway, so let's jump right into it and let's talk about all the things that we did. And um, it's if you've watched any of these over the past 6 months, there's one thing that you will notice for sure, and that is that we talk about a whole lot more people during the summer than we do during the winter. And part of that is because we spend a lot of time at the farmers market, so there's a whole bunch of people there, and we try to get around and talk to as many of them as we can. But anyway, that being said, let's just jump right into it. Starting off with last Tuesday, um, the Judd Hill Farmers Market, not last, I should back up a little bit. The Judd Hill Farmers Market kicked off their weekday market season about 2 weeks ago, and it's on Tuesdays from 11 to 4. And last Tuesday, I went down to the Judd Hill Farmers Market to check it out and see what was there. And one of the people that I saw there, I got to see Gourmet Eats, and I grabbed some pickles from them while I was there. They had several different varieties, and so I grabbed some of those and I took them back with me to work. And I now have a half a jar of pickles at work. I also grabbed some cherry tomatoes from Mootown. Those lasted about a day and a half. They were, well, I guess they weren't really cherry tomatoes. I guess maybe they would be plum tomatoes. They were a little bigger than what you would expect from like a cherry or a grape tomato, but they weren't like a full size tomato. So, um, but they were very tasty. So, got those from Mootown. Banks and Bates Produce and Nursery was there. They don't have a Facebook page, or at least if they do, I couldn't find it. But I did, since I was getting all this other semi healthy stuff, I decided that I needed a little balance. So I grabbed a peach fried pie from them. It was tasty. It wouldn't be a week if we didn't go by Shadrack's at least once. And we did go by Shadrack's um, a couple of times this past week.
Did you get my sticker?
What sticker?
My Saturday sticker?
I didn't even think about your sticker.
You didn't think about it on Saturday either.
I did not. But yeah, last week had the day off in the middle of the week, and it seemed like a good excuse to go to Shadrack's. So I went to snuck out to Shadrack's on Wednesday. We were back there again on Saturday. Like I said, it's hard for there to be a week that goes by that we don't go to Shadrack's. And I know this doesn't have anything to do with the price of tea in China or anything else. But I was curious, and I got thinking about, um, in North Little Rock, there is the Auto Mall, and in Des Moines, Iowa, they had the Merle Hay Auto Mile, and in Jonesboro they have um, the uh, the Medical Mile. Paragould is rapidly working its way up to the, and I'm kind of spitballing names here because you can't get that alliteration with mile, um, but there is a stretch of West Kings Highway that in the very near future, a mile and a quarter long, will have you go past 4 coffee shops plus a half a dozen restaurants that probably serve coffee. So yes, because Seven Brew is getting ready to open, and so if you measure the distance from where Shadrack's is on West Kings Highway up to where Scooters is, that's a mile and a quarter. And in that distance, you'll have Shadrack's, you'll have Starbucks, you'll have Seven Brew, and you'll have Scooters. So, and then in the middle of that, you've also got like Wendy's and Taco Bell and Chili's and KFC and um, Avocados and Freddy's and Zaxby's and um, Huddle House and Waffle Pancake House and that Mexican food restaurant that I can't remember the name of, and Panda Garden, and Come and Go, and Murphy's. What? Don Jose's, yes. Yeah. So there is going to be lots of opportunities for coffee and caffeine in general as you're running that mile and a quarter. So I'm open to suggestions for what can we call the caffeine corridor. That's it. We'll just call that mile and a quarter of Paragould. We'll call it the caffeine corridor. All right, you heard it first here. Anyway, back to our regularly scheduled broadcast. Last week was time for a regularly scheduled visit to Slayton Chiropractic. Is that something I need to look at right now?
That's the Banks and Gates Produce and Nursery page. That you couldn't find. It took me a little while, but
Oh, yeah, that's right. I did find that. But there was, yeah, I do remember seeing that now, and it didn't get included. Sorry. Anyway, went to Slayton Chiropractic and got an adjustment last week, and those are pretty helpful. They keep me from feeling absolutely miserable a lot of times. Make me be able to stand up straight too most days. Friday evening had an opportunity. Something just randomly came up. Apparently, somebody had ordered a gluten-free cake and then weren't able to pick it up. So their loss was our gain. And I stopped by Bake Me Happy on my way home and got a gluten-free cake, and it was very, very good. It was delicious. Um, she did a great job on this cake, and so if you are looking for a gluten free cake, she makes a very good one, and that is a that is an incredible compliment because gluten free is a very challenging thing to bake, um, because it is its own beast. So being able to make one that's very cakey is can sometimes be quite a challenge. So, but Bake Me Happy made a great cake for us, and Elena says Bake Me Happy did Penelope's cupcakes and smash cake too, and Elizabeth said it was so yummy. Thank you, Bake Me Happy, and it was, yeah, they were very very quite delicious. And as I mentioned earlier, on Saturday we went to the farmers market and we set up there. Started the morning off with coffee from Something Sweet. Their new mobile coffee trailer was there, and they were serving fresh coffee along with a variety of sweets and treats that you would normally expect from Something Sweet. But yes, I got to get coffee first thing in the morning, and might sound really weird, but I really did enjoy having coffee, even though it was kind of warm outside.
kind of.
Okay, it was warm outside. It was yeah, I had a very interesting two tone shirt as a result of how warm it was. So yeah, what? Mm. Yes, this heat is quite oppressive. So make sure you hydrate and stay hydrated. Hydrate early, hydrate often if you have to be out in this heat because it is no joke. Stopped by Flavor Secrets and got a coffee infused cinnamon roll. And I have to admit that I saw coffee and that got my attention. I had to try something. So I got a cinnamon roll. And it was very tasty. I really enjoyed that. Gladys's Barbecue was there. I grabbed a jar of pickles from Gladys's Barbecue. I know this is supposed to be the summer of salsa, but I sure do find I really enjoy pickles, and I've been finding a lot of pickles. I have been getting a fair amount of salsa too. Arkansas is at the farmers market every week, and I'm getting a jar of salsa from them about every other week, and it takes me about that amount of time to go through a jar. Salsa Rama was also at the farmers market. I have a jar of salsa from them too. Lucky Seven Lemonade was there, and although I do like I do like hot coffee. Um, about the middle of the day, 9:30, 10 o'clock, it was time for something that's a little more cooler. So we went and grabbed a strawberry water for Jersey, and I got a blackberry lemonade from Lucky Seven Lemonade, and those were quite delicious, cold and refreshing, super great. Very much enjoyed having that to help make it through the middle part of the morning at the market. And there were a few people there that don't have Facebook pages, or I didn't find them. Shots Blackberry Patch was there. We got some blueberries from them. Bader Farms was there. We got peaches. Clover Hill Farm got cucumbers from them. Larry Cup. Now Larry Cup's the cup of cream, the ice cream trailer was not there. Um, so we didn't get ice cream this week, but Larry was there with his fresh produce, and I got some green beans from him. Wits End Produce was there also, and I got another batch of corn from them. And then Puckett's Produce was there, and I was able to get onions from Puckett's Produce as well.
And the quartered onions were in our dinner last night.
One of the onions was in our dinner last night. Oh, the corn and onions was in dinner last night. Okay. The Mad Mexican was there this week, and finally got to try their breakfast tacos. I made it over to the truck before they sold out of their breakfast tacos, and I got their breakfast tacos, and they were very delicious. Um, I can definitely see more breakfast tacos in my future.
My belly.
Yeah, they were very good. H&H Produce was there, and I got another basketball sized head of cabbage from them, and working on that for this week. And then about the time the market was about to be over, um, we I made a quick trip. I ran over to Downtown Nutrition and got a couple of loaded teas with extra hydration from them, just to kind of give us that final push across the finish line, get everything packed up, and loaded up and headed back home. Some of the other vendors that were there at the farmers market, and I didn't get a chance to get around and see everybody this week. I tried, but there was a lot going on, and it was not the smoothest of weeks for us at the farmers market. Just a lot of nothing like really big. It was just a whole bunch of little, just like nothing just quite was gelling as smooth as it normally does. So I wasn't able to get out and see everybody and see all the vendors that were there, but I did see quite a few. I got made it through about half of the pavilion, maybe just a little over. I know I missed most of one aisle, but Huffman Family Farms was there. Dandelion Ridge Farm and Soapworks was there. Huffman Family Farms, they have a variety of meat available. Dandelion Ridge Farm and Soapworks, they do. They had a lot of different soaps and things. Steel and Stitches was there, as You can probably tell because I was there. Um, Steel and Stitches was there with all the bow ties and the hair bows and the all of the crochet plushies. We usually try to bring a couple of different ones, something new um, every week, and had one of those that we brought one, and now we have orders for four. So it was pretty exciting to see that kind of happen. But you never know what's going to show up at the next market.
The patriotic bow ties are out also.
Patriotic bow ties are available. That's right. Alhambra Orchard and Apiary was there with their beeswax soaps and lotions and honey. Gilby Girls were there with all of their wax candles. Our Daily Sourdough Bread had a variety of different bread products, from just loaves of bread to they had some other uh, pastries and other, hey, that's what's wrong. I was using the wrong slide setup. But yeah, Our Daily Sourdough Bread was there. Lost Creek Flowers was there with his all of his fresh cut flowers and making his vase arrangements in his recovered glass. Big Creek Family Farm was there with their selections of meat and sausage and uh, eggs and all that other good yummy stuff. MTT Creations was there. Genevieve's Handmade Artisan Soaps. Downtown Hippie was there. It was good to see her out again this week. Red Oak Candy Company was there. Got to see her. Got to see them. They were set up kind of just like diagonal across from us. Pollard Farms and Homesteads was there. I didn't see Tricky, but Faces by Blossom was at the market this week.
2.0.
Yeah, Faces 2.0 or Blossom 2.0. Yeah. Smoky Magnolia Kennels. Grampy's Garden and Greenhouse. One that's not on this list that I completely forgot about until, and I don't know how I managed to do this, because I stopped right in front of the booth and with my grandson, is Pen Pals, who is the bear suckers. They were there with the different flavored suckers for the bears.
How was your pickle one?
I didn't eat it all. I still have part of my pickle sucker left. I didn't want to eat it all at once, but it was. See, I still have part of my bear sucker left, and I know it doesn't hardly look like there's anything on it, but I probably ate about a third of it. Bar's Body Scrubs.
Yeah, I can see the stick.
Yeah. Was there. Paint Me a Song, art by Amanda was there. And then, like I said, I know there were several other people. I didn't get around to everybody that was there. And I hate that I wasn't able to do that. It just, like I said, the week just was not conducive for me to get that done. We had it was kind of a busy day for us because after we got done at the market, we had to go home and we had to get everything unloaded. A friend of ours had a birthday party that afternoon. So we had to go over for a birthday party that afternoon. Then we went to Carlos's. What's that?
His family.
Yeah. Family adjacent, one of those things. Not all family is connected by blood. We went to Carlos's Street Tacos to grab some dinner as we were on our way to the Eagles for another birthday party. A really good friend of ours who we've known for several years was Amy was having a birthday party at the Eagles on Saturday night, so we went down there and got to see her, visit with her, and spend some time with her for a while, and with her husband, and some other friends and other people that we knew. So it was a very busy day Saturday, but it was a good day. Got to see lots of people, got to spend time with friends, with family, and it was a good day. And that's kind of it. That's the that's the end of the recap. That's all the things that we saw and we did. After that Saturday, we really didn't do anything on Sunday. We kind of went to church, and then we came home, and oh no, wait,
We did more.
we did. We went to Casa Brava for lunch.
Yeah.
That's right. I knew I was forgetting something. But yeah, went to Casa Brava, and then we went home. Yeah, because nobody felt like cooking on Sunday. So I think Casa Brava got to cook lunch, and Slim Chickens got to cook dinner. But that's it for our weekend recap. That's all the stuff that we did and all the ways that we interacted. One thing we didn't get to do, and this was really frustrating because I was really hoping I could do this, but we just weren't able to fit it in with all the other stuff, is that Unraveled Yarn Boutique was having a pop-up out at Juniper Tree Meadery, and they were releasing a new hand-dyed color for yarn called the Juniper. Was it Juniper Tree or Juniper Mead? Juniper Mead. And wanted to go out there and see them. We've been to Unraveled, but we haven't seen Petra, because last time we were there, she was gone. Crazy kids think they need to go on vacation or something.
We were there after that. She was teaching class.
Oh yeah, that's right. She was teaching class. Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, we didn't get to do that, but we wanted to, and unfortunately, just didn't work out. So anyway, that's it for this week. Get out, find something local to do, find a way to support your local community, support your local businesses, and just look around. You'd probably be amazed at all of the interesting local businesses that are all around you that you probably don't even think about on a regular basis. Anyway, we'll talk to you soon. Until then, you guys take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Good night, everybody.